Hi, happy Friday or Saturday, if, as I love to say, you're a friend in the future. Hello, Violet. Hugs to you. Hi, Susan. Nice to see you too. Beautiful day today here in Western New York. Hello, Sherry. Yes, hello to all the beautifuls. Hi, Marla. Welcome. I don't think I recognize your name. Are you new to my lives? If so, pleasure to meet you. Violet. Yes, you are. Wonderful. Well, I hope you enjoy your experience today. It's nice having you here. Oh, wow. You're outside with the puppy. Ah, so beautiful today. You know, I've been hearing the Canadian gooses, as I like to call them, flying north lately, which just kind of blows my mind because typically they don't fly north this early. That is my nature's sign of spring, typically. Yeah, it is so odd to have it this warm in New York. I agree. However, it's special to see this weather today. Today is my dearly deceased mama's birthday. She died 12 years ago, and she loved this kind of weather. She's kind of my weather angel. I have this funny theory that she's created this pocket of good weather around the house that I live at for the last 12 years because she knows how much I dislike winter. So, hello, Jill. Welcome. If it's your first time here, fantastic. Love having you here. I'm going to explain what I do shortly. Right in the beginning, we just sort of hang out and chit chat. Please, friends, let us know where you're in from. I love seeing all the different locations around the world. The beautiful thing about Insight Timer is it's worldwide. Hello, Mary Lou. Welcome to you. Nice to see you as always. Hi, Nina from Norway. Wow, that's cool. I think you might be one of our first Norway people here at my ChakraTouch lives. Welcome to you. Hello, Peter, Brooke, my friend from the future. One of my friends from the future. The future being Australia, New Zealand, Oceania. Hi, Jill. Oh, yes. Happy birthday to my mom. Yes, indeed, indeed. Happy birthday to my dearly beloved mom. Hi, Matt. Welcome. I don't recognize your name. I'm thinking you might be new. Marla's in from Alberta, Canada. And yes, it's warm and sunny here today as well. Ha! Wow, really? In Alberta? That is really a heat wave. I love that for you. Sherry's in from Illinois. It's a beautiful day here as well. Yeah, it's not it's not every February 9th that we get to have some nice weather in the Northeast, and it sounds like the Midwest as well. Wonderful, wonderful. Anyone else who's new, please feel free to say hi. You don't have to. We uh we love it either way when someone talks up or when they don't. How do you guys like the background today? It's a new moon today. But I don't have a new moon picture, so I picked something a little bit subtler and soft, sort of. So thanks, Sherry. Yeah, I love them too. I almost went with the one we did on Wednesday, but we used that on Wednesday, so I want to try something new. But I love where is it? I love these waterfalls. Look at this water. And then right here, it's so calming to me. Like waterfalls are one of my favorite things. I'm a Pisces water sign. I love water no matter what. But waterfalls are just so rejuvenative and refreshing for me. And then I love this little ivory tower in the back. Yeah, I love all of it. Japanese looking. Very cool. So welcome everybody. Welcome today. And I hope that you're all doing well. Tell me, how is your spiritual journey then? Any interesting insights this week, ahas, surrenders, shifts, realizations? Did you wake up one day and suddenly feel different for some reason that you can't put your finger on? What's going on in your lives? You're a Pisces rising. I love that. What's going on, my friends? Before we get into actually doing what we do here, Peter let go of envy this week. Wow. That's huge. How does that feel? Yeah, that's amazing. Violet says many interesting shifts since my pup crossed over on Wednesday. Yeah, I bet. Susan is learning to allow. It was accept before, but now it's allowance. I wonder where you got that word. Allowance is so great. It's really, really lovely. For the people that are new, my most common topics that I talk about are love and allowing. Jill's been crying all day, letting go of what no longer serves me, trying anyway. Yeah, Jill. Wow, I can feel that. Mm, wow, I'm really vibrating with that, Jill. I'm just yeah, I'm really getting the message to just encourage you to just hold your tender heart in loving regard, and just allowing those feelings to be just as they are. Mm, wow, you're in a powerful place. Yeah. Mm, yep, holding your heart with you there. Hi, Marla says frustration this week and trying to let go of what I cannot control. I love that for you, Marla. It is so powerful when I let go of anything I think I can control, because the reality is I can't control pretty much everything. No, there's some things I can control. It usually has to do with me. It never has to do with other people, places, or things. But yeah, that's a powerful process. Surrender is really powerful. A lot of the times through my life, so I don't know, this is just coming through. Um, So surrender, like I feel like surrender has two different possible paths, two different journeys of the way that it can bubble up. So like in a lot of times in my life, I've ended up surrendering because I've just kept hitting a wall. And at some point I let go and surrendered. But then there's other times when I'm just sort of feeling something and I just know that I need to let it go. I know that I need to let the universe handle it. And then I turn it over. I let it go. I surrender. So that's a softer approach. Neither one is right or wrong. Neither one is good or bad. I think that ultimately both lead to the same thing, right? Which is surrender, which is relief. It's emotional, mental, and spiritual relief, really. It can even be physical relief in some cases. So yeah, I totally relate with that, Marla. Thank you for sharing that. Hi, Ella. Welcome to you. Anybody else just coming in? Hello, beautiful, lovely people. So happy to have you here. 14, isn't that old for a puppy, Violet? Doggies usually live how old? He is running over that rainbow bridge now, yeah. Sherry says I'll be burning some papers tonight which have written on them what I want to release. Wow, very cool. Yeah. Let it go, let it go, let it go. I love that, Sherry. Oh, I didn't know that. Anywhere from 12 to 15 years on average. And that's like human years, right? And then they have dog years, the multiplying dog years. Is it 7 or 9? I forget. Hello, Bonnie. Welcome. Nice to see you. Times 7, yeah. So puppy dogs get pretty old at 14. That's amazing. Let's see, what would that be? 4 times 7 is 28, 8 and 2, 98. The dog was 98. Wow. Oh, you had a 20-year-old poodle. Your auntie had a 20-year-old poodle, Sherry. That's cool. My friends, anyone else want to share about how their spiritual journey has been this week? I personally had a really nice shift. I can't really put my finger on it, but I'm definitely feeling more trusting and connected to the universe. We've been having a lot of back and forth thinking about my business, about my future goals, which I'm not really like a planner or a goal person. That doesn't work for me. Hello, human design projector. Just really dropping into allowing everything that I'm doing on a daily basis to be okay. It's like Jackie's live on Jackie Mancuso, who a lot of us follow and attend. Her live on Wednesday morning, she quoted something from Taylor Eaton, who's a YouTuber that I follow, who talks about human design and prosperity. And she said this great quote, like, rest is productive and profitable. That's her spin on it. But yeah, I love taking rest when I need to, and I also love to play. So I've really just been allowing myself all that as I shift in the way that I'm connecting, with my work and with my business. And part of that shift is we've got a third live. I'm doing a third live now on Sundays, and that starts this weekend. So Petus is totally feeling that, Greg. Cosmo has my back. Yeah, exactly. It's totally cosmic. It's like, I guess my best explanation, I've felt for years that I'm a channel for love. In fact, a lot of what I do here, which I'm about to explain for the new people, a lot of what I do here is just open myself up to be a conduit for love, a conduit for messages from the universe, with love. And that's why love is one of my big themes. But then the other way that I'm learning about it is actually not just letting that come through me, but actually partnering with it, like partnering with my guides, partnering with the divine, really intentionally seeking that connection on a like a I don't know how to describe it, but on a partnering kind of level, and just really trusting and opening myself up to that and letting the universe handle all sorts of details that otherwise my mind gets crazy about. So anyways, enough gabby from me on that. Well, I'm sure we'll have more, but let's get into it. So hi to everybody. If you haven't met me before, my name is Greg Phillips. I'm coming to you from Rochester, New York, which is in Western New York State in the US of A, in this beautiful planet Earth, in our galaxy and our universe. And I'm happy to have you all here. What I do is something called ChakraTouch. So this was a gift that was given to me many years ago, which I began to embrace early last year, and then towards the end, I became an insight timer and an insight timer teacher in November. What it is it's this really unique mix of energy reading and spiritual coaching. So on the practical side, here in my lives, people will, chat wise raise their hand to get on the list for an energy reading. And I actually use my hands to tap into their person's chakras. And I just open myself up to love, and I witness and I observe and I listen to their energy. And it begins to show me the quality of its movement. It starts to show visuals, shapes, sometimes colors and sounds. And then I begin to describe that and reflect it back to the person having the reading. And then I work with them together to coach them and guide them on using that energy, and really guiding them towards whatever resolution that energy is needing in the moment. So it's a fun, beautiful process for me. There's a lot of love here in my lives, as I love to say, come for the guidance and stay for the love. And then we wrap up at the end with a beautiful love-based meditation. So that's my what I do spiel. I feel like it changes every time. Anywho, it's time to start the list. Now, how the list works for the folks who are new, I use this fun little spin the wheel app, and it lets the universe decide who gets called on. So you don't have to worry about, I wasn't here early or any of that. It's actually very, very freeing. Hi, Sarah. So good to see you. So, with that said, who would like to get on the list for Chakra Touch energy reading today? Yes, Sherry. And here's where chat starts streaming. And this is Amy, not Matt. Oh, hi, Amy. Amy, not Matt. That's what I'm going to write down. Yes, Nina, we can add you to the list. Marla. I have a dear friend named Marla from Hawaii that I have not talked to in a long time. Violet, definitely. Wait, so Amy, are you, is it just you or is it you and Matt? Gosia, yes, I'll put you on. You're also Amy. That's funny. It's just me. Okay. Hello, Amy from New York, New York State, New York City. Where in New York? I'm in Rochester. I love New York. Okay. Anyone else want to get on the list for an energy reading before I spin the wheel? You're on Long Island. Very cool. Went to college with some people from Long Island. They had the real thick Long Island accent. It was really funny. Mary Lou, we're going to add you. Hi, Linda. Never apologize. There's no such thing as late. We love seeing you either way. Nice to see you. Satakin? Sataket. Susan, you're saying yes, please to be on the list? Okay. Yes, wonderful. Great. All right. That is 8 names currently. Let me make sure I got everybody so far. Sherry, Amy, who's on Matt's account, Nina, Marla, Violet, Gosia. Am I saying that right? Is it Gosia or Gosia? Please let me know. I love saying names correctly. Mary Lou and Susan. Anybody else before I spin the wheel? I got it right. Yay. It helps that I've been around the world, but sometimes I say the names right. Oh, Amy from Long Island. Okay, very good. And Elle. Hello, Elle. Yeah, human design is pretty profound. Jill, yep, I'll put you on too, Jill. Thanks for speaking up again. Sometimes the chat just whips by and we never know. Okay, we have magic number 11. As you can see from my start time, 4:44 Eastern, I like repeating numbers, and 11 is another fun one. All right, we'll spin the wheel and see what happens. So, my friends, as the wheel spins, if you're new to this, just close your eyes for a moment and really just drop in, okay? I work with mostly on, well, I work with a lot of different levels, but if you already have a really clear, specific question or topic, that's great. But if you're feeling a little fuzzy or if you're feeling sort of general about it, it really helps me for you to focus in a little bit more. Now, I know when you're general, it's hard to focus. So just think about whether what you're wanting to bring up is physical, emotional, or mental. I mean, we can just work with those 3 basics and expand from there. Or if you're cognizant of your chakras, you can mention a specific chakra. So anything that, and if I don't understand, I will ask questions to drill down. All right, we have our first winner. I love 11 too. I love 44, 22. Number 4 is Lucky Marla. Hello, Marla. Awesome. And Marla's new. Wow, this is your first time. This is amazing. Very cool. So, Marla, do you have a question, an intention, a topic for which you're wanting guidance or wanting to see what your energy is saying about it? Beautiful thing about ChakraTouch and energy, really. Oh, I should say that the other way. The beautiful thing about working with energy and why I love ChakraTouch is because energy is very much in the moment. It's very present. I've said this many times before, but it's one of the most present aspects of ourselves because even if it's being affected by us thinking about the past, the future, or anything else, it's just how it is in the moment. Our energy is just purely in the moment. And I made a really nerdy joke about it last night. So, get ready to groan because this is a dad joke kind of joke. But energy is current. See who gets that. It's very nerdy and very dad jokey. For those who don't get it, current like electricity, energy. Yeah, energy is current. I know it's bad. I'm known for my bad jokes. All right, so Marla, I can sense that Marla is typing. Welcome to anybody who's just come in. We're just about to do an energy reading for Marla using my ChakraTouch skill, or gift, I should say. It's a skill too, I guess. Looking forward to going for a walk after this. Emotional responses. Okay, my dear, I need you to drill down on that a little bit. Can you clarify? Emotional responses to what? Son's health issues and dealing with that. Okay. Are you aware of what emotions are coming up around that for you? If so, please feel free to share that. And also, where are you feeling it in your body? If you close your eyes and sense into where you're responding from, So when you think about his health issues, where in your body are you responding from? Throat chakra for sure. Okay, good. Then we're going to start there. All right, Marla. So what I want you to do, if you're seated, just feet flat on the floor. Let's see. Take your left hand and place it gently there on your throat chakra. You don't want to be grabbing your neck. You're just sort of lovingly holding it, if that makes sense. And then take your right hand and just support the left that way. Make sure your arms are relaxed and really just loose, comfortable hands. And just move your mind's eye into the connection, how that feels to have the warmth of your hands or the coldness, whatever they're currently feeling. Mine are warm, but the skin touching the skin of your hands touching the skin of your throat. And close your eyes and breathe normally. We'll have a check-in. So I'm picking up on two energies in the throat. This is a fascinating image, feeling, sensing. I kind of get them all at once, if anyone ever wonders. It's like I get feelings and senses of the energy, but I also see visuals, and then just putting them together is actually like, it's fun. I get to tell a story with the energy. So, Marla, and we'll see if this resonates. And bear in mind, anything I say, I'm not attached to it. I'm just working with what is, and we're going with the flow here. So there's one energy that is very, 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 very present, and then there's another that is very, very, very present. So the first one that I perceived was a storm. So think of like thick, thick storm clouds with driving rain and sharp lightning. Okay. And it's just the rain is thick, the lightning is bright, the clouds are dark and thick, and it's just completely taking up the space in the throat there. And then the other energy that I'm feeling that's present at the same time is a voice like energy in the center of the storm, or in the midst of the storm, that is screaming at the top of its lungs. But as you can imagine, anybody who's standing in a storm with all the driving rain and all the lightning and the thunder and the thick clouds, right? If they're in the middle of all that, that scream's not going anywhere. So this is the energy I'm picking up in the throat. So the throat chakra quite often represents, energetically, that represents something that we're, well, there's multiple sides of it, but how do I want to say this today for you? It's our expression, it's our communication. I mean, it's not just the words that we want to use, but like our capacity and our capability to express how we're feeling as well as what we're thinking. It's also our ability to clearly and hopefully lovingly state our boundaries. So there's a lot of different communication and expression aspects to the throat. And in this case, there is this tumultuous storm surrounding and basically muting and muffling your voice. And the storm, I know the tendency when we see something like this is to think, oh, all the circumstances and the scenarios and the situations outside of me are the storm. Well, that's the energy. It's your energy. It's not the energy of the outside. So there is an aspect in you that is creating this storm, which is muffling your voice, and the voice is really wanting to be heard. I don't know if any of this is resonating. Please let me know what you're seeing and feeling. I don't know if you're a visual or a sensing person. Either one is fine. I'm just going to scan elsewhere while you're responding to that. Okay. There's a sharp energy quality in your mind, and then there's a soft energy in your heart. It does resonate. Okay. Can you see the storm? Are you a visual or sensing person? Just tell me if you're seeing or feeling the storm. Either one is fine. Either one works great, or both. The softness in your heart, though, I think that this is my friend, I'm getting the message as I tap into your crown chakra that you're forgetting that you're not alone in this. Yeah. You're forgetting how much the universe loves you and how so much support, how much divine support is available to you. Alrighty. Move your hands, Marla, left hand up to the top of your head on the crown chakra, okay? And then just lovingly and gently place your right hand up there as well. Make sure your hands are soft and gentle. And if anyone else wants to, I do this often, invite the rest of the group in. If anyone else wants to tap into what we're about to do or wants to support Marla in this, you can either place your hands on your heart if you're feeling positive and in a loving space. This is a great way to support the other people having readings. You don't have to send them any energy. You can just really focus on the energy in your heart, the love in your heart. But if you're really wanting to make this connection, place your hands up here on the top of your crown, just like we're doing with Marla. Hi, Patty. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. All right, Marla. So I want you to use your mind's eye and just connect with your hands touching the crown of your head. There's an opening there. There's an opening. It might be small, it might be big. Let me know what you're seeing and sensing. I'm sensing a small opening. It's a small circle, maybe the size of a golf ball in your mind's eye. And let me know when you can see it or feel it, and just connect in with that opening at the top of your head. And as you connect with it, and this is for everybody who's wanting to bring in some divine support and some divine light, just move your mind to the spot where that opening is, right where the hands are touching the head, and just with your mind, slowly, gently, and very lovingly widen the circle. So you're just wanting to dilate it, you're wanting to widen it. Just with a little bit of loving nudge, it will open. It can open with just a little bit of focus and allow it to expand. Excellent. Yep, I'm feeling it expand. Just allow it to expand and to reach its full width. And let me know when it's at its full width. I'm gonna sneeze. Thought I was gonna sneeze until I said it. Marla. Good. Okay. Now I want you to reach up with your mind as though you're extending your hands upward, okay? As though you're extending your hands upward as prayer, offering, as though you're welcoming someone to your door, like the way you would when a dear friend comes to your door and you've just opened it and they're walking through and you're reaching out to hug them. Reach up to that opening and just with your heart and your mind, just lovingly invite the divine, whatever you think of it as, whatever label you use is fine, but just invite the divine to come in and fill you. And just watch as the beautiful golden light streams down through the opening. There's so much room for that to come in now. It's coming in and it's filling your head. It's so bright and beautiful. It doesn't hurt the eyes though. It's like this bright but has a soft luster to it. And just watch as it fills your mind It's filling your mind and softening any of the sharpness, any of the edges that are there that are driving the storm. And just let those beautiful golden sunbeams, it's the kind where you go out on a day like that we're having here in Rochester. You go out and you just love the feel of the sunshine on your skin. It feels nurturing, it feels warming, it feels soothing. And let that feeling, that soothing, warm feeling of that golden light just seep down through your head, down past your eyes, down through the sinuses, past the mouth. And when it reaches the throat, just picture that beautiful sunbeam. It's big, it's wide, it's powerful, and it's soft, and it's just hitting the clouds of this storm. And it's slowly dissipating and dissolving from the top down. So the clouds are beginning to dissolve as the sunlight spreads out, and it's still rainy on the bottom, but the rain is starting to lessen. The clouds are slowly dissipating and dissolving, and at some point they just disappear. The rain stops, and the sunbeam comes down and shines on you, on this voice, which is no longer in the midst of a storm, my friend. And it can be heard. What is it saying, Marla? This is your energy with a message for you. And I have a feeling you know what that is. What is this voice screaming at the top of its lungs? What is it saying to you? It's a beautiful journey. Thanks to anybody who's supporting Marla on this. So what is that voice saying, Marla? What is it screaming? To stop and regain yourself. I love it. Fantastic. So Marla, my favorite way to stop and regain myself is loving allowance. So my phrase for loving allowance, which I borrow from my dear friend, Dr. Peebles, we encourage you to have loving allowance for all things to be in their own time and place, starting with ourselves. And what loving allowance is when you bring the perspective of love, when you really ask, how would love see this, right? Because your storm, my friend, is coming from how you're seeing the situation. And that storm, clouded and muffled this voice, your true throat chakra voice, right? And so by allowing what is, by just being present with it, not trying to fix it, change it, solve it, resolve it, not creating any stories around it, not having any judgment around it, which I get is hard to do sometimes. But when we can just really be, and we need to, not need, but I'm very convinced that bringing the love part of this in is the way to truly do this, right? Because acceptance can be reached in the mind. We can accept our situation, but there's still part of us sometimes, we haven't really embodied it. So loving allowance is really embodying that acceptance. And it's deeper than that though, because we're literally stopping and being present with what is exactly as it is. And we can look at it then from a whole new perspective. We can look at it and say, what is beautiful? What is amazing? How would the divine see this situation right now? Perhaps the divine and love wouldn't see it with as much judgment as we do, or wouldn't see it as with as much struggle. They might see it as a beautiful unfolding, a beautiful journey that when we really stop and be present with it, when we really allow it to unfold, then we can embrace that beautiful journey as well. So that's the big thing that I've got coming through for you on that. And I'm so glad that this storm is cleared for now. So I have also a feeling that you know exactly how you prefer to regain yourself. And so just, whatever practices, whatever habits, whatever things you do to get centered and grounded again. Yeah, embrace that. Embrace that right now. I love this for you. All righty. Are you feeling complete, Marla? Is there any questions you have, any clarity you want? Or further clarity, or how are you doing? Oh, you're welcome. Yes, beautiful journey you had there. Really lovely. Are you feeling better? I hope you're feeling better. Hope you're at least feeling some relief. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. All righty. We are on to spin the wheel again. Hey, Avanti, nice to see you. Welcome. Ooh, it was a battle between 11 and 1, but 11 won. That's funny. I just used one in two different words. Jill, you're up. You are the next contestant on the ChakraTouch live. It's not really a contestant, but you guys are the winners. I believe that we're all winners in this. Jill, are you still here, our friend? Yes, wonderful. Do you have a question, a topic, an intention, something you'd like guidance on? Please put it in chat and let us know. And while she's doing that, I'm just gonna once again tell you guys about my new live. I've added a third live during the week. It's gonna be on Sundays. I'm still sort of playing with the time, but this coming Sunday, this weekend, it's gonna be the first one. It'll be at 4:44 p.m. Eastern. I'm sort of torn about whether I want it later in the afternoon or earlier in the afternoon. So we'll be playing around with this a little bit over the next few weeks. And then also, I know I've been mentioning this a bit. It's still in development, but I am working on two group programs. One's going to be a lot like these lives, but it's going to a small group of up to no more than 8 people. Love the number 8. It's a big number for 2024 as well, since 2024 adds up to 8. But yeah, it's like my intention for that small group is to have a space where everybody gets a guaranteed reading, and there's just a lot of love and support. I'm really, really excited lately in my heart about developing more community. And so I really feel that this small group is going to be a nice way for all of us to get to know each other and support each other and really make those bonds and grow some really, really sweet community. And then the other group program that I'm developing is like it's not readings. It'll be a way to use ChakraTouch to like to take a deep dive on things, and it'll be available to a lot more people. It won't be a small group. I'm not quite sure of the size of that yet. And like I said, these are all in development, but I'm really excited about them as new ways to just spread love and share community with other people. So yeah, the topic for the larger group came to me yesterday, and that's partnering with the divine. I have no idea what else is coming from that idea, but that's something that's really big in my life right now. And I know I mentioned it earlier today. But anyways, just a heads up for some future Greg stuff. All right, Jill. Hi, Seeds. Thanks for sharing all the cool emojis. All right, Jill says, I know deep down that I'm going through a transformation, but I feel like I don't know how to start. I want to wake up in love rather than spend the better part of a day trying to get out of my head. Oh, yeah. Can anybody relate? Raise your hand in chat or raise your, well, I can't see you, but I'll raise my hand. I can relate, Jill. Absolutely. Wow. Yeah. Raise your hand if you can relate to what Jill's saying here. This is, Jill, this is the crux of our spiritual path right now, I believe. I mean, it's the crux of my spiritual path. It's very much a huge part of my journey is to continue to drop out of my head and into my heart. It's something that I was taught many, many years ago. And man, if it isn't a daily practice or I mean, I don't do it every day, but yeah, so I'm totally relating. Okay. Hmm. So a couple things are immediately coming up without even scanning you. And this is just, the messages are just sort of riffing on what you wrote. So when we look, I'm just going to read it again because I want to highlight these as we go. So Jill says, I know deep down that I'm going through a transformation. So first off, you know this. This is something that you may not trust it right now, Jill, but this is a journey that you're on, and you can trust the journey. And you can, I don't know what you consider the divine. I call it the universe or source or spirit. I call it a lot of different things. But anyways, it's really sort of that part of this, what am I getting? There's a lot of surrender that you're being called to, Jill, right now. And the interesting thing about this is surrender isn't a destination, right? Transformation isn't a destination. It's a journey of becoming. It's a process, right? And sometimes I hate the word process. I love the word journey because for me, I want to have that sort of traveler adventure sort of spirit as I consider these different things that I go through in my spiritual journey, in my spiritual growth, right? So transformation as a journey is that process of becoming, right? And then let's read the rest. But I feel like I don't know how to start. Well, my news for you is that you're already on it. So you started, whether it started you or you started it, I'm not sure. Because sometimes in my life, something just starts and I'm like, whoa, okay, I guess I'm getting carried for the ride here. And other times I make a decision or I set an intention, and which, by the way, difference between decision and intention. For me, a decision is just a mental thought, oh, I'm going to do this. But an intention is when I sort of lock my energy into a decision. So I feel like it has more power when I set an intention. Anywho, yes, so there's a lot there. And yeah, let's see what's going on with your energy. Jill, does any of that resonate? Any of that make sense? Do you have any questions about what I said? Just gonna start and tapping in. Yeah, it's it's wanting me to look at your heart. I started at the head, but all of it. There you go. Hi, Liz. Nice to see you. Thank you, Marla. I really appreciate your donation. That is very sweet. Sharing the love right back to you, my friend. All right, Jill. So that's all resonating. So there's, there's, so I reached to check your third eye and your head space, your mind space, and everything just called me down to your heart. So, Jill, what I want you to do, feet flat on the floor, unless of course you're laying down, and just place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on top of it. Very loving, very gentle. And we all relate to what you're going through. So I have a feeling that this is going to be for everybody. And if you did relate to what Jill has said and how she described it, which, by the way, Jill, beautiful description. I know you're maybe not feeling clear, but your ability to state that was very, very clear. So I want you to just take solace in that. You have that skill, and it is beautiful to see. Not everybody has it, and that's neither good nor bad, but take solace in your ability to describe what's going on. So back to the heart. All right. If anyone is relating to this or feeling called, I think we're going to do a love bomb. We haven't done one in a while, and I'm really feeling like I'm really feeling like what will assist Jill is just to be able to tap into the energy of love. So for anyone who's new or anyone who's not new but never done a love bomb with me, I'm inviting all of us to do it. It's a beautiful process, and you would just join in, Jill, with placing your left hand on your heart chakra right here, and then your right hand on top of the left. Hello, Liz. Welcome. I just read what you said. Yeah, from Toronto. We're across the pond. I'm in Rochester. Anyway, so get grounded into your body if you can. Just close your eyes. Relax into how you're sitting, laying, standing, whatever position you're in, and feel into how your body is connecting with whatever piece of furniture you're on. Move your mind to briefly sense those places of connection, in particular your feet touching the floor, touching the ground below you. And let your breathing be relaxed and comfortable, whatever is natural for you. Now, in your mind's eye, I want you to feel into the connection of your hands touching your heart chakra, and watch as you allow them to reach deep into your heart space. They're gently and tenderly reaching towards your heart. And when they get there, you can picture your heart however you want. It could be an emoji, or it could be the physical heart. It could be a ball of beautiful energy. Just wrap your hands lovingly around your heart, and you're just going to hold and cradle your heart in your hands. And this is all in your mind's eye. And just be the observer of your heart. Look at its different qualities. Feel into how tender it can be, how sometimes it's full or empty, open or closed. Sometimes it feels broken and fragile, and other times it feels strong and powerful. Just sense the different qualities. And sometimes these are present all at the same time. Our heart has such capability, much more vast than we realize. And as you're lovingly and tenderly observing your heart and cradling it in your virtual hands, allow to come to mind a person, place, or thing that you just absolutely and purely love, that you just love without any story. There's no judgments. There's no thinking about it. You just bring that person, place, or thing to mind, and you immediately feel how much you love them. It's pure, it's deep, it's full of joy. And hold that person, place, or thing in your heart and just feel how much you love it or them. And just be present with that amazing love. They may be the object or the catalyst for your love and affection, but it is your feelings of love that you're being present with right now. You're just using them as a you're just piggybacking on the thought of them to feel your own love. And as you consider them and hold them in your heart with all that love, allow to come to mind another person, place, or thing, and begin to bombard your heart with different people, places, and things that you absolutely purely love. No story, no judgment, no thinking, just absolutely purely love. And just barrage and bombard your heart with these things. And even if you feel so called to, write them in chat, say them out loud. I love my brother and sister. I love my mama, even though she's passed. I love how she takes care of me from beyond and how she's always and ever present. I love Insight Timer and everybody who shows up with the courage to be present and vulnerable. We're all on our spiritual path together, and I love the different ways in which we show up. I love doing ChakraTouch, and I love doing these lives and hosting these for you guys. I love really good food. I love that feeling when you're really hungry and you eat something, and maybe it's something that's just regular that you normally have, but you're hungry enough so that it just is, oh, so deeply satisfying. And like, it could be anything. I mean, I love pineapple. I love burritos. I love pizza. I love hamburgers when I have a craving for it. I love my pillows. I love how comforting and supportive they feel when I rest my head on them and lay down to sleep. I love my comforter and my bed that I bought, specifically bought and test drove in the store, and just continue, my friends, to bombard and barrage your heart with different people, places, and things that you love. And watch how your heart space fills. This is your love, my friends. You are love. I am love. We are love. Our ability to love people, places, and things, ourselves and others, is one of the strongest connections that we have. Love bears no judgment, no story. It comes straight from the depths of us as well as from the depths of the universe. We can call on the divine, on spirit, on source to instill us with its love so that we can remember that we are not alone. We've never been alone. And even in the moments when we feel or think that we are alone, we truly aren't, because our guides in the universe is always there for us, ready to love us at the moment's notice, ready to come in to help as soon as we ask. And they love us like it's natural, like it's easy. And allow this love to extend out further into the rest of your body if you feel so called. And Jill and anyone else who wants to do this, in your mind's eye, lean in very softly and gently as though you're about to whisper something very important to your heart. And in a very soft voice, whisper to your heart, you are safe, you are secure, and you are deeply loved. Jill, I could feel your heart. It's full now. This is your source of strength, my friend, as you go through this transformation. You can tap into this love anytime you want. Anytime you want. And if you need or want support with it, I have the Love Bomb as a track on my profile. You are welcome to use it. Everybody's welcome to use it anytime they need to infuse themselves with some love. And as we're feeling the depths and the vastness of this love, slowly open your eyes, take a deep breath, and come back to the moment. Come back to the now. Jill, how you doing? What are you feeling, my friend? Hi, Jenny. I was thinking of you before I started. Good to see you. Hmm. Jill, I sense something really beautiful is birthing inside of you. Really just hold that space of allowing, my friend. Decide to go on the journey with it. Yeah, tingling from the inside out. I love that for you. Tingles are good. Goosebumps? Goosebumps are a confirmation from source that what we're currently focused on is also what source, love, universe, divine is also currently focused on. Isn't that cool? When you get tingles and goosebumps, it means you're in alignment. You're in alignment with what is highest and best for you. And source, the universe, Abraham talks about this all the time. I don't know if they do anymore, but they did when I went to see them. When we get those goosebumps, when we're in alignment, source only has the capability of seeing what's highest and best for us, what we've already put in motion energetically. Truth bumps. Yeah. Jill, are you complete, my friend? I feel that there is much more there for you, but you're already on the path and allowing it to unfold. What's the other piece that's coming through? Embrace it. Willingly decide if you can, or just surrender in a way, Jill, where you just embrace that you're on this journey. Be curious about how it will unfold. Be curious about what you'll see along the way. It's kind of like when you go on a train ride and you're traveling to go see a dear friend. You don't know the tracks. You don't know the exact route maybe that the train will take. You don't know what cities it'll go through, but you know that you'll reach the destination. You know you'll get there to go see your dear friend, and you know that when you get there, you'll see your dear friend, right? So along the way, you're reading a book, you're enjoying yourself, you're maybe snacking, you're looking out the window and you're watching the scenery, maybe you're playing a game, who knows? But you're there enjoying the moment of the journey because you trust that the train will get you there. It's harder to trust on the spiritual path. I know that, but we can still trust. One of my favorite sayings for myself lately is just be myself and let the universe handle the rest. And that's true for all of us, I believe. All right, Jill, are you complete, my friend? Anything else you need to share or any questions? Let me know. That was amazing. Jenny, I was almost going to text you before I started, but I had 2 minutes to go. And I realized that would be rushing myself. So, yes, Jenny's getting on the wheel. So, anyone who's new, that's what we do here. We do all sorts of different things, but it's working with love. It's working with people's personal energy, what's present in their body and their chakras, and as well as I channel stuff that comes through. If you're wanting to have a ChakraTouch energy reading during the rest of the live, speak up and I can add you to the list. I do this spin the wheel thing where it randomly picks somebody and the universe decides. Embrace. Yes. You know what I love about the word embrace? I'm so glad you put it in caps, Jill, because it really, when you said that and when I read it, I really got this feeling of a hug. Like when we embrace somebody that we dearly love, right? I love hugs. I should have added that to my love bomb list. All righty. Yeah, we need to talk. Okay. Well, I'm here for you, my dear. You know that. You just have to reach out. Hi, Joanne. Oh, you're not late. You're just waking up, maybe? It's great to see you as well. Joanne, you want to get on the list as well. Anyone else would like to get on the spin the wheel ChakraTouch energy reading list? Aaron would love to be added to the list. Your name is Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. Sonia. Hello. Hello. Oh, you've been out to the market. Fantastic. What'd you get us? You're still on the list, Amy, not Matt. You're number 2 on the list. Hi, Sonia. Sonia's a dear friend from Germany. Well, she is a dear friend and becoming a dear friend all at the same time. All right. Give me a moment, my dears, while I add more numbers to the list. So who did we already remove? 4 and 11. Okay. So I'm adding 12, 13, 14, and 15. Andrea, yes, I'd be happy to add you to the list. Anyone else? This will be about the last call for the list. Liz says, to people in the room here, may you embrace your inner wisdom, embrace your inner beauty, embrace your power, and that you embrace that you are amazing just the way you are. Thank you, Liz. Liz, I can put you on the list. Yes. Okay. Joanne got some lovely fresh bread, cheese, and deli meats with salad materials. It sounds like a beautiful meal. When should I fly over? Just kidding. All right, we've got to add 16 and 17, and we are going to spin the wheel. Okay, group decision here. Group decision here. Close your eyes. The wheel gives an option to shuffle the numbers or keep them in order from 1 to X. So close your eyes and use your intuition. Let's practice a little connecting here. And then write in chat. We'll just wait to get a sense for something. Write in chat. Drop in your heart. Write in chat. Shuffle, or sort. Group decision. I'm snapping. I hope that's not too loud. I feel like I'm dancing while I'm waiting for the group results. Schiffel, Andrea says. I love that. Is that German for shuffle? Maybe? If you're not on the list, you can do this too. You can say shuffle or short. We're all here part of the collective right now. The Harlem Shuffle. Sherry's the odd one, but so beautiful, Sherry. You misspelled it. Okay. It looked like another language. All right. Shuffle wins. It is randomized and we're spinning. Who's going to get it? Let's see. It always has the habit of kind of reaching the cusp between two numbers. Lucky number is 7. That is our friend Mary Lou. Mary Lou, are you still here? I think you are. Sonia's blowing a horn. I love that. Mary Lou. I worked with 2 people named Mary Lou. I kind of always feel that the name is very lyrical. Mary Lou, Mary Lou, Mary Lou. It has just a nice flow to it. I love names. They're fascinating. Oh, I hope we haven't lost Mary Lou. She hasn't said anything in a bit. Are you here, dear? Great song with her name. I'm just being me. I'm a goofball. I've mentioned that before. As my dear friend Dr. Peebles says, the best path to enlightenment is just to lighten up a little bit every day, right? So let's be silly. Let's have fun. I'm big on play. I love play. Mary Lou, are you sure? Mary Lou is being very sweet and generous and passing her turn. Are you sure, Mary Lou? Oh, chicken with garlic, Liz. Wow. Okay. So that means you're complete, my friend. Okay. Oh, Mary Lou is an old love song. Okay, got it. All right, that means we're spinning again, my friends. Joanne says, oh, I am so with you on that. As adults, we don't tend to play much, and we so should. I have been playing a lot the last few years. All right, the next lucky number is Sonia, number 15. Hi, Sonia. Woohoo! It does sound fabulous what Liz is making. Fresh ginger, Thai seasoning, homemade veggies. Oh, hello, my dear. What is your question, intention, focus? Try to be as clear and specific as you can. What guidance do you seek today, my friend? Love this moon and these cherry blossom trees. Aren't those amazing? And then the little cherry blossoms floating around. You still have some pressure on your third eye. Let me see if I remember what that was. Was that an energy in your, what did we? Less pressure. The jackhammer energy. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, because I know you a little bit, you mentioned the pressure in your third eye. We had that jackhammer. I want you to close your eyes and just place your hands right on that third eye and just clear your mind, my friend. What are you feeling in there? What are you sensing? Before I even go look, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I know why I'm doing this. I'm getting the message that you know what's going on. I'm wondering, it still has another message. Yeah. The message I'm getting, even before I tap into you, into your chakra, is you know what's going on. Again, I'm just channeling. You know what's going on, and you're having trouble being honest with yourself about it, which is not a judgment. Does this resonate? Quite possible that the jackhammer is not a jackhammer, but that it is knocking on your third eye like a hand on a door. What? Okay, Sherry, good tapping into your intuition. Are you with me on this, Sonia? What's going on, my friend? I'm not sure, but I laughed as you said that I already know that. You do. You already know what's going on. I don't know how I know that, and that's okay. Yeah, it's not a jackhammer. So you're right. It is lessened. You're still feeling the pressure, but I am seeing and sensing and feeling a knocking, but it is a very insistent knock. It's not one of those, I don't have any muscles in my arm knock, right? So there's lots of different ways that people knock, just like there's lots of different ways we shake hands, right? This is an insistent knock. Sorry, that's right by the mic. That was really loud. I'm sorry. I bet that was loud. But you get the point, right? It's not this, it's not this meek little timid, I'm unsure knock. This is a certain knock. Certain. Oh, that's interesting use of words. It's a certain kind of knock, but it is a very intentional knock. It knows something and it bump, 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 bump. Wow, it even has a very specific beat. Bump, bump. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Who's there? Knock, knock. Who's there? So the who's there is your part, my friend. I'm channeling more silliness. Okay. Hey, take a look at me. Finally, knock. Okay. What is that about? What is that about? I'm not doing as much energetically with you because and I could be wrong, but I'm convinced you know what's going on. And maybe your mind is getting a little muddied or muddled or misty about it, but you know on some level what this is about. And we're here to support you. If this is the very first time that you are engaging with this, we're here to lovingly support you to open this door, Sonia, to look at and speak, at least to yourself, what this is about. And anyone who wants to support Sonia, again, hands on the heart, hold your love energy, hold her in your heart if you wish. If you feel called, you can send your energy, but don't send energy if it's precious to you and you want to just hold on to it. Because we're all love, because we're all connected, all you have to do is feel love inside of yourself in order to support someone else. Maybe to get connected with your guides. 88. Thanks, Nina. Yeah, I love double numbers. 88 people. Okay, Sonia, tell me more about that. Your guides are always there. Our guides, my friends, this is something I've been learning recently and I forget, but I keep coming back to it. So I like saying it because it's a reminder for me too. But our guides are always available. They're always with us. I was told about the guidance system, and it's a series of concentric circles. So the smallest one, which is the people the guides that work with us every day in, day out, every minute, every hour, they're always there with us on that journey. And then as the circles go out, those guides are always with us as well, but they don't interact necessarily as frequently, and it goes further and further out. And so there's just this beautiful, beautiful system of cosmic soul guide support, spirit guides. So what are you sensing, Sonia? I'm going to go in now and take a listen. Knock, knock. Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Knock, knock. Who's there? Sonia says, well, I got connected to my grandma through a mediumship and have the feeling that since then, I'm more sensitive to energies, spirit guides, maybe a bit afraid. Yep, I understand that. I understand that. It's funny because I go to a lot of IT lives with people who channel. I've been physically in rooms with people who channel. It's for years now, like 15, 20 years. It's always been comfortable. I don't know why. It's just always something that I've been like, oh yeah, this is second nature. But then when I think about my own connecting with spirit in that way and my own listening, it does get scary. It does. But the thing that wait, something's going on. Tanya, tap your heart and just say, repeat after me, heart, teach my mind. Heart, teach my mind, and make sure you're breathing natural and normal. It could be deep or it could be shallow, but you don't want to be holding it. Heart, teach my mind. Just keep saying that to yourself as you tap your heart. Yep, it's like the knock, 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 knock. Heart, teach my mind. Heart, teach my mind. Heart, teach my mind. Yep, your heart space is expanding. I can feel it. You are safe, my dear. You are safe. Ground into your feet. Oh, my friend, the door just opened as I'm watching in your mind. I know it's scary, but there's such a bright, beautiful light there. Oh my gosh. It's like picture you're in a room and you're on one end, on the other end is this door, and it's closed at the moment. And you can see this bright, brilliant light coming through around the edges. Think about how they do that in movies sometimes, right? It's that amazing, right? And so that far wall is dark, but the whole outline of the door is being lit up and illuminated by this light. And then as you're watching, as you're dropping into your heart, the door just gently opens and this amazing, brilliant, bright light is there. And it doesn't come into the room you're in because you're in a room that doesn't have that light. It has light, but not that light. And now you have a choice, my friend. The door is open. It's scary. It's so powerful, the light. Do you wish to walk forward? If you do, I will take your hand and we will walk together. You just let me know. Okay, so reach out for my hand. I'm going to have it down here on my left hand. I'm going to take your right hand and just hold your other hand out, okay? And we're looking at this door. Just take a deep breath and feel your feet on the floor. Feel the groundedness. Feel my hand in yours. Feel everyone's love surrounding and holding you. We're going to take one step forward, okay? Just take a step forward. And allow whatever comes up to come up. Don't fight it. Don't resist it. Don't judge it and don't think about it. Just let it come up, whatever it is, let it pass through you, just like water runs over a duck's back. And take another step forward. And another step forward. And begin to feel a quickening in your heart. There's an excitement, there's an anticipation. You're very curious. You're afraid, but you're curious. And the curiosity is beginning to take over. What is this light? What's on the other side? What happens when we cross this threshold? This is amazing. Let's take another step. And another, and another. And we stop at the door for a moment right before the threshold. I want you to reach out with your left hand, my friend, and just gently and lovingly, oops, I poked my screen. reach into the light. How does it feel on your hand? Just put your hand in, not your whole arm, just your hand. And just what does it feel like? There's tingling, there's warmth. It's almost like the brightness is tangible, like you could touch it with your fingers. Lighter. What else? What are you feeling as your hand is in the light there? You're doing great. You are safe and you're secure. You're deeply loved. I'm feeling warmth. I'm feeling tenderness. I'm feeling like the light is calling us forward. It feels safe. Great. Do you want to cross the threshold? Loving. Lovely. Yes. All right, here we go. We're going to cross the threshold. And whoever else is doing this as well, let's take that step over the threshold and into the light. And this, my friends, is your space. How does it feel? What do you see now that you're inside this bright light? What do you hear? Are you hearing voices of birds or people? Are you sensing the skittering of animals? Are you feeling the movement of life? Are you feeling the universe of the planets, the sun? What are you feeling? Angels. Beautiful. And let them sing to you, speak to you, whatever comes through, my friend. Hmm. Hmm. I see them now. They're surrounding you. They're offering a hand. They want to take you in their arms and lift you up and fly together. Mhm. What else are you seeing, Sonia? What are you feeling? Yeah, they are. You know, when I go visit my guides, I have this spot that I go to in my heart, this image, this beautiful bonfire in the middle of a dense, dark forest, and the light is warm and soft. And I go there and I say, "Hey guys," and they love me up and they cheer me on, and they're always available. They're always present. Maybe for you, it's your angels. They're always happy to see me, you know? It's like it's the kind of happy that makes me want to go visit more. And I do. I do want to visit more. And I actually this working with our guides, partnering is part of the whole partnering with the divine idea that I have um for this group for this group session thing that I want to do that I'm developing. Mm, Sonia, this is beautiful. And what's amazing about your journey today, Sonia, is I was right. You knew what was going on and you had the power to do it. You were just scared, and that's okay, hun. This is just part of our path. We get afraid. It's what we do with that fear. And are we judging ourselves for it? My friends, I've sat in fear for years sometimes. I have still have fears that I'm sitting with, but I'm trying to be more spacious in my heart with them. I'm trying to just allow them to be and let the universe handle the rest, right? It's when we have a fear and we resist it, we stuff it, we push it aside, we tell stories about it, we judge it, we make it wrong, we don't want it, we want to fix it, we want to not be afraid. It's embracing it, like we were talking earlier, allowing it to unfold within us, allowing it to inform us. That's another powerful word, is inform. Yes, so amazing. I love this for you, Sonia. You're tapping into a whole new perspective, a whole new aspect for you. Yay for you. How are you feeling? Oh, well, we went from 88 to 104. You're feeling loved. Wonderful. You can go here anytime you want, my friend. There will be times, because this is just the back and forth of life and of our minds and our spiritual paths. There'll be times when you shut the door again. But you now have proven that you have the ability, the willingness, and the support to open that door anytime you want. Oh, I felt much of the love that I'm crying. Good kind of crying. They told me that. Yeah, I love that for you. You might be a channel, Sonia. If anything, you can connect with your guides and allow them to share their love and wisdom and strength with you. Yeah, well, angels are guides, my friend. They're a type of guide. You might just have a lot of angels in your inner circle right now. Yeah. Well, Sherry, you still might get chosen. Sonia, are you complete, dear? Because there's still a little bit of time for a short one. Sonia, I just want to put this out there. I know we've been talking, but this is, if you're wanting to explore this further, this is just coming through from my heart, from intuition, whatever. If you want to explore this further, let's talk more about it. And actually, I don't think you're alone on this. I think one of your other watch party people is in a similar boat. Yeah. The others didn't want to scare you. Maybe you are. Yeah. So reach out to me, my friend. Okay. Sherry, let's see what you were saying. My question tonight, had I been chosen, was about overcoming fear and moving forward. I appreciate this session so much. You're welcome. And that's the beauty of these things, right? I just love this, the synchronicities. You come for something, you don't ask a question necessarily, or maybe you don't get called on, and you can get a message. And that's just more proof that we're all connected. You know what, Sherry? I think you're right, because I just looked at the time. I love doing these and I want to keep doing more, but I'm gotta be real with myself. I am needing to keep them to an hour and a half, both for my, not because of my energy, because but when I'm channeling, I feel like I could do this forever, which I can't. But yeah, my energy. But also, I just found out on Wednesday that I'm running out of disk space because of how I've been rendering the recordings from this. So folks who don't know, who are new, I record all these lives. And oh, did I record this one? Yes, I am recording this one. Whew. I recorded these lives and I put them up on my YouTube. That way, if you're wanting to ever go back and replay and re-listen to them, whether you had a reading or not, you're available to do that. I usually put them up within 24 hours, often the night of. But I'm finding out that I have to render them at a slightly lower quality. They still look good, but I'm running out of disk space. So I'm in the market for buying a new M.2 SSD so that I can put all of my rendered videos on there and continue to have the best quality for you guys and for myself. So anyways, with that said, we're going to do a wrap up. Yeah, Patty's there showing you. Sonia, I never see my guides, but I do hear them. You know, it's fascinating. This is another fun story. I'm don't I'm I've never considered myself a very visual person when it comes to spiritual things. I've always been very more sensate, more sensing the feelings. But in the last year, it has really, like, the whole ChakraTouch thing. It's amazing that I actually see things. And in the rest of my life, I'm very visual, as you can tell by my virtual backgrounds. I love visual beauty. I love visual aspects. I'm very visual when I'm engaging with somebody. I'm also very sensate. So yeah, this could be something you're developing, Sonia, or you may not be right at this moment visual with it. It may or may not ever come. my encouragement is to not get bound up with it, right? Not because I remember sitting with an enlightened master, and everyone talked after the meditations of, oh, I saw this image of him in a different lifetime, and I saw this energy swirling the room, and I was like, duh, what? I felt a lot, but I didn't see anything. And for a while, I felt bad. I felt wrong. I felt like something was off. It wasn't, because the reality was is I was feeling all the energy, and it was moving through my body. So trust the divine, my friend. What else are you guys saying? Joanne says, I go back to my one on YouTube. It blew me away so much I saved it. Oh, that's cool, Joanne. I love that for you. Patty, and I'm clairvoyant medium, very visual, but my guides, nope. Yeah, I agree, Patty. I actually don't see faces. I see shapes when I go to my meeting place in my heart. Amy says, Greg, this was my first session and I enjoyed your enthusiasm and energy so much. Thank you, Amy. Thank you for all that you share. You are most welcome. Thank you for being here as part of it, Amy. We're all together in this journey, and I'm really, really loving the idea of building more community. I mean, when we think about the years we went through COVID, through the plague, and now in how there's so much that's online in our worlds, and I love how we can reach each other remotely, but I'm also wanting to go deeper. I'm wanting to make those voice connections. I'm wanting to make to see people so that we can riff off of each other and support. That's why I'm developing these group programs. So thank you, Amy, for affirming that and for being here. Liz says, kind and good family members and friends are like angels who lift you up to your feet when your spirit has difficulty remembering how to fly. Liz, you have such good sayings. I love that. Yes, Peter, I too appreciate the healing energy. Patty gets an outline of a hooded figure is a guide. Purple shaft of light for me is an angel. Everyone is different. Yeah, absolutely. Joanne, so fascinating. In my early morning meditation, I saw an angel. I love that for you. And Linda says, my parents are my guides and angels. Yes, Linda. My mom died young, so I do see them together, though, at the ages they passed. Sonia, thank you for your donation. I really appreciate the donation. I will put that towards food and or saving for the new drive, probably a little of both. Yes, friends. So let us do our beautiful closing meditation. We're already in a beautiful, loving space, so this should come quite easily. This is something called Circle of Love, which is what I named our Insight Timer group on. If you're wanting to join that, I welcome you. I also welcome anyone to follow if you feel so called. If not, come back another time. Anyways, get grounded, your butt in your chair, your feet on the floor, flat on the floor. Place your left hand on your heart. And we've already got a lot of loving energy going on today, which I thank you all for from the depths of my soul. I love this energy. I love feeling it in me, and I love feeling it in you. And just feel all that energy right there in your heart space. If you need to, bring again to mind that person, place, or thing that you deeply love. And just focus on the heart, focus on the love. How delicious and yummy and beautiful that energy is. How it's there embracing us, holding space for us to be exactly who we are in this moment. And when you're ready, reach out your right hand, palm facing forward, and just gently and lovingly place it on the back of somebody else's heart. Somebody else's heart could be in this group or outside the group. And as you do that, in your mind's eye, picture a huge energetic circle of love forming gently and lovingly. There's 112 of us here, forming this beautiful circle of love with our left hands on our hearts and our right hand on the back of somebody else's. And you don't have to share your love with them. You just share it by holding onto it and feeling it yourself. You can give it to them if you want. You can rub their back or send them energy, whatever you're wanting. It's all perfect. We are all one, my friends. We are all one in this spirit of love. Allow your heart to teach your mind. Allow yourself to drop more and more deeply every day into your heart, into your connection with love. For me, there is only one answer and only one way, and that is love. It might not be true for all of us, but for me, I take solace in it. And I take solace in our time together here today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you to all the people who had lovely, beautiful journeys in their readings today. Use the word journey instead of work lately because I love the notion of that exploring, and that we're on a journey. And I want to enjoy the ride. I want to enjoy the journey. My mind is busy with destinations and outcomes and guarantees, but my heart loves the journey. And I love having you here, all 112 of you. Even if you were just lurking and hanging out, I welcome that. It's beautiful. And I love the vulnerability of the people who come for and want an energy reading. It just, you honor yourself so deeply when you show up in that way, and you honor me, and then I in turn can love you and hold a space of love and honor for you. And that's why I do this. I almost want to swear. That's why I do this. Fill in the blank, whatever swear word you want to use. I don't want to use it on the live. What else you guys saying? Nina, thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate that. I take that to heart. Liz says, thank you, Greg, for creating and doing this live event and your beautiful gift to people in the room here. And thank you, Liz, for your contribution as well. Greg, Sonia says, you're a blessing. I love you, Sonia. And yes, you felt a hand on your back with love. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Jonna says that. Okay. Sorry to have missed this, but felt a hand on my back with love. Oh, you perfect timing. The circle of love is one of my favorite parts. It's good. But Jonna, come back another time. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm here every Wednesday, Friday, and now starting this weekend, Sundays. Woo! We're going to do 3 a week. Yes, 3 a week. Joanne, thanks so much to you. Thank you, Greg. You're so wonderful sharing your delightful gift with us all. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, Joanne. I love this gift. I feel so much deep thanks and appreciation for it. We have to wrap up, but I'm just going to share this story. I have spent many, many years in my life. Okay, so just as a reference, I'm almost 60. I'm going to be 60 at the end of this month. Everybody thinks I'm in my 30s or 40s, and that's cool. I'm fine with that. I feel ageless. But consider all of the years that 60 means, right? I have spent many, many, many of those years throughout many decades not feeling like I fit in, not feeling like I belong, wondering where my place is in the world, wondering what my destiny is, all the words, wondering what my purpose is, and just I was getting frustrated, and then I was coming back to myself, and I was getting frustrated or scared, and I was coming back to myself. There was this constant journey of back and forth. But I will tell you that when I faced the fear, because I've had this ChakraTouch gift, well, I've been guiding people for decades, but not formally. I mean, through various spiritual groups, involvement in spiritual groups. But when I finally said, I'm gonna explore, I didn't say yes. I said, I'm gonna explore this ChakraTouch gift. I've had the gift for over 15 years now. Casually used it with some friends, didn't think much of it. But when somebody said, you're a spiritual healer, I was like, don't say that. I don't like that word healer. It's true, I am, but I didn't like it. But I spent 6 months in fear, and yet the whole time that I felt this fear, I could feel it calling. I could feel this thing bigger than me calling me forward. And I knew that that was what I was scared of, very similar to Sonia's light-filled doorway, right? And then I said, fine. I acknowledge that you're there. and I'm going to explore it. I'm not committing. I'm not saying yes. I'm going to explore it, right? So baby steps, right? So then I started offering ChakraTouch private sessions to my dear family and my closest friends. And you know what? I had a blast. I felt connected to what I was really supposed to be doing on the planet, in my body, in life, right? And then I got scared again. I had a session that didn't go so well, and I was starting to be concerned about what am I going to do with this? How am I going to do this? I want to do it remotely, blah, 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 blah. Can I even do this on Insight Timer? By then I'd already decided, or not decided, but I'd already felt the desire that I wanted to be a teacher on here. But it's so unique. I've never seen anybody do it that I was so scared about how I was going to do that, right? So my mind got busy with the hows, not the realm of spiritual growth. The hows are not my department. That's the universe's department. That's the divine's department. That's our guide's department, right? And so I got scared again. And I spent 6 months looking for normal jobs. Normal jobs. There are such things, but they every time I interviewed for something, it didn't feel right. And then finally in September of last year, I said yes. I just said, I'm sorry, I can't swear. I said, F it, screw it, whatever you want to say. I said, F it. I'm never going to know if I don't say yes to this and check it out fully. I'm never going to know what could have become of it. I'm never going to know where this is calling me. And I don't even feel like this is an end point. This is just the beginning of my journey doing this, right? So I don't know, I'm sharing this story with you guys to let you know that we're all on a path together. It's different. We're all having a different path, but we're all seeking our belonging. We're all seeking our journey. Well, not our journey, but we're all seeking our path, right? The path, we're all seeking our purpose, whatever words you want to use, but we're seeking that destination. But the thing that we forget about is that being on the journey is part of the process of becoming the person that we want to be down the road, right? But being present with the journey right now instead of struggling and fighting against it, not always easy, I understand, but by just allowing that journey to unfold and walking it 1 foot at a time, left foot, right foot, it unfolds, right? My story is an example of that, and I guess that's why I'm sharing. Okay. Jill says, such a divine gift to have accidentally stumbled upon you, Greg. Yes, I love those little accidents and the feeling of love from everyone in here. Yeah, it's a great, like I always say, come for the guidance and stay for the love. That's our whole shtick here. That's our whole MO. What else is saying? Yes, Linda, perhaps it's not an accident. Sonia's sending Jill a heart. Oh, you're crying again. The feeling is tangible. I love that for you, Jill. I do look forward to seeing you again. That is beautiful. Greg, Sonia says, thank you for sharing that. Patrick is considering to be a teacher here and has some fear. So what you said totally resonates. Yeah, let him know. Have him watch the replay if he needs to hear it from me directly. All right, my friends. I love this journey too, Jonna. But it's scary to be up in front of people and freeze. You know, I'll share my biggest fear about coming on Insight Timer. I was deeply afraid that my gift wouldn't work because all I'd ever done was over the phone, over Zoom, or in person. I didn't know if I'd be able to feel you guys. I didn't know if I would see anything. Right. Then I felt like, oh, if I can't feel you, if I can't see something, I can't help guide you with your energy. I can't bring you on these journeys that help us feel the love and the relief that we so deeply desire, you know? But obviously my fear wasn't true. So take that with whatever grain of salt you want to take it with, but because obviously it's working beautifully. And I'm so glad you guys appreciate it. All right. It's Friday. Have a great beginning to your weekend, whether you're Saturday morning like Joanne and Peter are, or whether you're Friday evening like me and others. And hopefully I will see you all on our inaugural Sunday Live this coming Sunday. What's the date? The 11th at a 4:44 p.m. 4:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you there, or next Wednesday, or next Friday, or at somebody else's live. or maybe in my dreams or whatever. So I just sending you lots, I'm not even going to send it. I just hold so much love and appreciation for all of you being here. Thank you for being you. I hug you, I embrace you, and I am complete. Thank you so much. Blessings to you and have a great time tonight or tomorrow, whatever day it is for you. All right. Love you. Bye. This is, by the way, sign language for I love you, at least in the US. All right. Bye-bye.